Hi, everyone, and thank you very much for stopping by today. My name is Alex Soto, and this presentation covers my individual extended executive summary for Starbucks Corporation. While my group conducted a full organizational strategic analysis, this presentation reflects my own personal strategic recommendations and insights for helping to strengthen Starbucks' competitive advantage, driving innovation, and identifying new business opportunities. So let's go ahead and get started. In this executive summary, my goal is to present an individual perspective based on the larger CLC analysis that we just completed. I will explain how Starbucks can improve its competitive advantage, how leadership can foster innovation, and what untapped opportunities a company should pursue. I will also reference the key industry research that supported my conclusions. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Starbucks' competitive position. Starbucks does remain the global leader in the premium specialty coffee industry, as many of us already know. It does benefit from strong brand equity, which is great. They also benefit from customer loyalty and one of the most advanced digital ecosystems in the food and beverage sectors. The Starbucks Reward Program, mobile ordering, and personalized marketing continue to differentiate the brand and make it stand out. However, despite this strong position, Starbucks does face an increased pressure from competitors who are improving digital capabilities and pricing strategies. Okay, so it is no secret that Starbucks does face multiple challenges, including rising labor and operational costs, supply chain disruption, and an increase in commodity volatility. Climate related risks also threaten long term coffee supply availability. Operational bottlenecks, especially during peak hours, reduce customer satisfaction. We all know that these challenges create an urgent need for Starbucks to modernize operations and build organizational resilience. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with my first recommendation for Starbucks, which is to expand digital personalization by enhancing Deep Brew. What is Deep Brew? It's an AI driven personalization engine. By using predictive analytics and customer behavior modeling, Starbucks can deliver more accurate product recommendations, improve inventory forecasting, and increase sales per customer. This level of personalization gives customers a more tailored experience and strengthens competitive advantage. All right, so this brings me to my second recommendation, which is operational modernization. So Starbucks should invest in automated espresso equipment, faster warming systems, and AI-supported workflow tools. These technologies would not only reduce wait times, but it's also going to improve beverage consistency and increase partner efficiency. Operational modernization directly supports profitability by increasing throughput during peak hours and reducing customer abandonment. So this brings me to my third recommendation, which is expansion. So my recommendation here is to aggressively expand Starbucks' international presence, especially in India, South Asia, and in the Middle East. These high-growth regions represent Starbucks' strongest long-term opportunities. Using joint ventures and licensing can reduce capital risk while expanding market presence. Digital first stores and localized menus will help Starbucks scale more effectively in emerging markets. Okay, so another recommendation that I do have is for innovation to take place. And what does innovation require? Well, requires for leadership behaviors that encourage experimentation, collaboration, and psychological safety. So, leaders must create an environment where partners feel empowered to share process improvement ideas. Starbucks leaders should adapt a fail fast mindset to accelerate product and operational innovation. Cross functional teamwork between digital and store operations and supply chain teams will also drive faster strategic execution. All right, so now we're getting to the exciting part, the untapped business opportunities. And here we see that Starbucks has several untapped opportunities. The first is expanding its food portfolio. Starbucks could acquire or partner with a premium bakery or healthy food chain to increase food-driven revenue. Another major opportunity is the ready-to-drink beverage category, which continues to grow rapidly worldwide. Expanding global RTD distribution increases brand visibility in markets where Starbucks has limited store presence. Right, so now we're moving on to the Christian worldview integrations. From a Christian worldview, Starbucks has the opportunity to reflect values of stewardship, community, and respect for human dignity, responsible sourcing, partner well-being, and community engagement aligned with principles of servant leadership. When leadership prioritizes ethical decision making, it contributes not only to business success, but also to the greater good. Okay, so to support my recommendations, I relied on Starbucks annual 10K reports. I also relied on the competitive analysis and also the sustainability data, and not to mention the global coffee market trends. I also applied academic strategy frameworks, which include the following: internal factor evaluation, external factor evaluation, competitive profile matrix, strategic position and action evaluation, and last but not least, the quantitative strategic planning matrix. All these tools help me to identify Starbucks' strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and external threats with accuracy. Okay, so what have you learned so far? In summary, we learned that Starbucks should focus on three major strategies, and one of them is to make their digital personalization much stronger. The second one is to modernize operations, and third is to expand globally with intentionality. They need to intentionally expand because that is where the market is. These recommendations support Starbucks' long-term competitiveness and align with its mission to inspire and nurture human spirit. So as we bring this presentation to a close, I'll end it with this. Starbucks has significant opportunities to grow and grow majorly. And they have the opportunity to continue leading the global coffee industry. So what do they need to do? Again, they need to focus on innovation, leadership, development, operational excellence, and value-based decision making. Starbucks can and will maintain its position as a global market leader if they follow these steps. I look forward to any questions, and thank you very much for stopping by.